You may have already heard about Robinhood, the popular app that lets you trade stocks, options, and cryptocurrency for free. But now they've taken it a step further by offering an individual retirement account, an IRA, with a 1% match. That's right, Robinhood is now helping you save for your future and match your contributions to make your money go even further. Is it worth all the hype though? Stay tuned to find out as I try to dive deep into the Robinhood IRA option. Thank you so much for checking out our channel and more specifically this video. Probably watching this because you're curious about whether opening up an IRA with Robinhood is better than opening up an IRA with other brokerages, because there are several out there and Robinhood recently announced theirs. So what is the Robinhood IRA in the first place? Well, it's an account that offers tax advantages. Your earnings have tax-deferred or tax-free growth potential, so you'll keep more of what you save. It offers a 1% match, so you'll instantly get an extra 1% on every dollar you contribute every year. It also offers a personalized portfolio. You get a one-time custom recommended portfolio, a build your own, or you can do a bit of both. With Robinhood Retirement, you'll receive an extra 1% added to your IRA account on eligible contributions up to the annual contribution limit. Robinhood does offer both traditional IRAs and Roth IRAs. To count as an eligible contribution, the funds must be new deposits, so not a rollover transfer or a conversion, and it should be made from a linked bank account. One thing to note is that contributions coming from your Robinhood brokerage account or spending accounts are not eligible. According to Robinhood's website, once you make a contribution, you should be able to instantly see the match in your account. IRA contribution limits for 2022 are $6,000, and for 2023, they are $6,500. You can add an extra $1,000 to those numbers if you're 50 years of age or older. So let's put this in perspective just a little bit. According to CNBC's website, doing the math on the match and contribution limits, a $6,500 yearly contribution would earn $65 match each year. A $7,500 annual contribution earns a $75 match. So if you max out your $6,500 contribution every year for 40 years to receive the full $65 match, the platform will have paid you a total match of $2,600 over the course of those years. This doesn't really feel like a lot when you consider that many employers match up to 6% of employee 401k contributions. But this is where the power of investing comes in. Robinhood did the math. Let's say you contribute $6,000 to your IRA every year and receive $60 a year for a 1% match, which works out to be $5 a month for 40 years. Assuming an average 10% yearly investment return, that 1% match could potentially result in an extra $26,000 or more over 40 years. Of course, this return does depend on the market following its historical trends during the next 4 decades, which we definitely can't guarantee. Robinhood does offer 2 different types of retirement accounts, the traditional and the Roth, and you can open up one of each type of IRA account at Robinhood, even if you already have an IRA at another financial institution or a workplace retirement plan, like maybe a 401k. We talked about a traditional and a Roth IRA, so let's just distinguish between the two. A traditional IRA allows you to save for retirement with pre-tax dollars and tax advantages. What that means is that you may be able to deduct qualified contributions now and pay taxes later upon withdrawal or distribution. Contributions may be fully or partially deductible depending on your filing status, income, and if you or your spouse are covered by a workplace retirement plan. The Roth IRA allows you to contribute after-tax dollars to save for retirement. This means you pay taxes on contributions now with potential tax-free withdrawals coming later. Any earnings are tax and penalty-free if they meet certain requirements. Now let's talk about some of the Robinhood IRA features. First, there are the contributions and recurring contributions. As I did already mention, you can contribute up to $6,000 or $7,000 if you are 50 years of age or older. And remember, that's a total. So if you've made other IRA contributions in maybe, other accounts, within the year, you have to add those up. The limit is per person, not per account opened. And now in 2023, these contributions will jump to $6,500 and $7,500 for those 50 years of age and older. And one other thing related to contributions, please be aware that for the Roth IRA, not traditional, this is only attributed to the Roth IRA, you can only contribute to one if your modified adjusted gross income, otherwise known as your MAGI, is under $144,000 as a single person and $214,000 as a married couple who files jointly. I've already said that earlier in the video, but just want to make sure I reiterate that. For 2023, the income limit is $153,000 and $228,000 if you're filing jointly. When it comes to recurring contributions, you can set up a recurring contribution to your Robinhood IRA by simply selecting frequency that's recurring in the steps that you follow for making a contribution. I've gone ahead and made available the options that you will have on the screen for you to review as you do it. Another feature is IRA matching. Robinhood's IRA accounts offer users a 1% match on every eligible dollar, and it is not counted towards your annual contribution limits. You typically will see it right away. Leads me to the next feature, which is the IRA Instant feature, which gives you immediate access to your money so you don't have to wait for deposits or sales of securities to clear. You'll have access to up to $1,000 of instant deposits, so this means you can invest your deposits of up to $1,000 while your money is on its way from the bank. And to get started with this, you're just going to select Activate IRA Instant in your retirement, and if you change your mind, you can opt out of this at any time. What are the fees for the Robinhood IRA? Although Robinhood doesn't change any management fees on this account, there may be an early IRA removal fee for withdrawing money from your account after fewer than 5 years. So this is something you really don't have to worry about unless you end the account earlier than 5 years. Now let's talk a little bit about Robinhood IRA withdrawals. For a traditional IRA, if you need to withdraw money from your traditional IRA before you've reached age 59 and a half, you'll typically pay a 10% penalty on top of the expected income taxes you're going to owe. So withdrawals after reaching age 59 and a half are generally taxed as ordinary income. Required minimum distributions begin at age 73 in 2023, and in certain IRS approved situations, you may take early withdrawals from your traditional IRA without penalty. Withdrawals of Roth IRA contributions are always tax and penalty free. However, any earnings withdrawn early could be subject to both taxes and penalties unless you've reached age 59 and a half and met the 5-year holding period requirement, or you meet a qualifying exception, and that's something that you're just going to have to look into if that is something that might pertain to you. All right, so you've done your research. Now let's talk about the question, how do I set up a Robinhood IRA account? First, you're going to select retirement and you're going to select get started. Then you'll go to open a traditional IRA, a Roth IRA, or you can open up both. Next, you can choose to either get new or a one-time recommended portfolio, or pick your own investments for your IRA. Once you've completed that, you're going to fund your Robinhood IRA and you're going to finally start investing and receive that 1% match. So now you're all signed up. If you've done that, I will have a link in the description if you're interested in possibly signing up for Robinhood. Maybe you're not even signed up for a regular Robinhood. So we'll definitely leave that in the description. Maybe I'll also put something up above here as well. Continuing right along, let's finish this Robinhood IRA review and answer 3 commonly asked questions. The first question is, how much can I save with the 1% match? Now, we did address this already a little bit earlier, but I did want to just kind of share a little more. According to Fool.com, say you contribute $6,000 next year, a 1% price match totals an extra $60, as we mentioned. It doesn't sound like a lot, but factor in a 7% compounding rate and a $60 a year or $5 a month, and it really adds up. In 20 years, you would earn $2,459.73 via the price match alone. The longer you invest, the more you earn, and in 40 years, you would earn $11,978.11, and this calculation only includes the money you'd make from a 1% match. Maybe you're still on the fence, so what's the catch of the Robinhood IRA? Look, I get it. Maybe you're still feeling a little skeptical or just unsure if you want to use the Robinhood IRA. The only catch that we really discovered through our research is that you need to hold your investments in the IRA for 5 years before Robinhood will let you withdraw matching funds. That means that the 1% match only benefits long-term investors. Now, it's generally wise to hold IRA investments for the long term, so this shouldn't really deter you away from investing in it in the first place. Customers who withdraw money before retirement should expect almost any, brokerage, Fidelity, Vanguard, any of those to smack them with hefty fees. So don't withdraw early. Another question is, how does Robinhood make money from the Robinhood IRA accounts? So obviously it is a business, so they obviously need to make money. How do they make money? Robinhood will make money from IRAs the same way that it makes money from its regular accounts. That includes, the routing customer orders through trading firms, so the payment for order flow in other terms, and it's collecting interest on uninvested cash and lending out stocks. As with its brokerage and crypto accounts, Robinhood will not charge IRA users any fees or commissions, and Robinhood also states, we think that if customers stick with us over the long run, it'll end up being a good idea for both sides. Now, it is important to note that critics of payment for order flow, and you can do your own research on that if you're still a little confused by that, say that it creates a conflict of interest. They say it incentivizes brokers to execute customers' orders through the trading firms that pay them the most, so it's not necessarily in the firms that execute trades fastest or at the best prices for the customer. That's definitely something that you just want to look into, but I think that it's something that happens in a variety of other brokerages as well. Hopefully I've been able to answer some of the burning questions that you may have had in regards to Robinhood IRAs. Let me know in the comments below how using Robinhood Retirement is working for you. Also, just kind of let me know if you have any other questions, anything related to the Robinhood IRA. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope I provided value to you. And if I did, definitely give this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe for more Money Made Simple videos, and I'll see you in the next video.